want you to be successful. We want you to be that millionaire real estate agent. And today we're going to talk about the thinking part, a lot about the thinking part on the success journey. So Peter, maybe you can start us off here.
Now, everything starts at the top story in your head. Your whole life, your whole outlook on life, outlook on success, etc., starts with your mindset. Mindset, I think, is the most important thing next to your actions, as we'll see. Right. The first thing I think in terms of mindset is that we must think business owner, not agent.
Yeah, when you are starting your real estate business, think of this. You need to be the CEO of a business. Any business owner is the CEO of the business when they start something. Are you currently showing up as that CEO? Will you appoint yourself as the CEO of your real estate business at the moment? If not, what do you need to change to be that CEO and for you to appoint yourself to become that CEO?
Now, Gary's wrote in his book, the goal isn't just income, it's a business worth owning that supports a life worth living.
Oh, that's good, good, good. And this is not a job. A job is where you get paid to do something. This is a business, because if you're not going to be working, there won't be money. This is where you really need to show up as a CEO. You are building an asset going forward. This is not just something that you are clocking in at 8 o'clock and you are closing the door and locking the door at 5. Not at all. And also keep in mind, every decision is evaluated by the leverage, profitability, and sustainability of your business that you are running.
The second thing is success is not luck, it is predictable.
This is good. Yeah, millionaire agents don't believe success is mysterious. What do we have in our world that we could use to be successful? It's the models, the systems, and that can help us with the consistency. And the consistency is those habits. You are doing the same thing every single day until you have mastered it. Remember, mastery is 10,000 hours. And if you think of it that way, we are only really rookies in mastering our real estate business. Who of you are in the real estate business more than 14 years, 14 plus years? Then you have probably mastered it.
If you leave out lead gen every day for 3 hours, then you have mastered it.
Exactly. If you are doing 3 hours of lead gen 5 days a week, then at 13 and a half years, 14 years, you are the master.
I think the key point is to create a habit to do your lead gen.
Yes.
Because that's the next point that I want to emphasize, and that is lead gen is a non-negotiable discipline for your own mindset.
How interesting is this? I want to talk a little bit about discipline. So I listened to a Simon Sinek YouTube video this morning, and what he said is he spoke specifically about the military, and the military, who makes it in military school, or we can say even in army, or we can also do Navy SEALs. Let's talk about Navy SEALs, because I think Navy SEALs is something that you can maybe relate to, and the standard is extremely high to get in, and also to make it through Navy SEAL school. Yeah. He says he doesn't know who makes it, but he can tell us who doesn't make it. The people who are not going to make it is the bodybuilders, the people with tattoos all over there, people that are showing up and saying, oh, I am the best, I'm the strongest, I'm the fastest. Those top athletes that come in and say, but I've always been the number one. Those are the people that are probably not going to make it. He says the ones that make it are thin, scrawny. They don't look like a typical athlete. However, it's all about the mindset and the discipline. It's things that you don't see on the outside. That is actually what he wants to bring across. We cannot see discipline on the outside. It can only show up in results.
No, that's why he said in the book as well, don't feel confident to lead gen, lead gen to feel confident.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, okay, I like that. I want to add this. So as a team leader, specifically last year, creating this habit of lead generation for 2 to 3 hours every single day, every weekday, and the accountability from my OP really brought up confidence. The more conversations I had, the easier it was getting. And I do feel this year I am more confident about having higher level conversations. And really just keep on improving and adding an extra half an hour or hour to my lead generation time.
What you said is connects to the next point, and that is that focus beats hustle. Other words, you don't do more, you do less better.
Ooh, this is the quality over the quantity.
Yeah.
So just when you become that master, then it's actually more about the quality and no longer about the volumes. And your conversion ratios will be better because your conversations are at such a high level. Ooh, this is good. This is good.
Now, what's the one thing by doing it, everything becomes less easier or unnecessary?
Yeah. Well, it becomes easier or unnecessary. Yeah. Now, what is that one thing? And this is something you can ask in any part of your world. It's not just to be doing this in your real estate business. This is really where you can do it. You can apply this to your personal life, your family life, and other habits that your health, other things that you are doing. And that's where the one thing. Remember the 7 circles on page 144 or 114, sorry. Page 114 in the one thing, it has the 7 circles of the one thing. That's the 7 areas in your life where you can apply this. And also, once again, we think we are great at multitasking. I almost want to bring up us ladies because we think we can do a lot of things at the same time. And this is the example I want to use. When you are cooking in the evening or you're baking something, but you are also multitasking a whole lot of other things. Yes, you think you are following that recipe, and in between you have distractions and you do this and that, and the end product doesn't look what it's supposed to look like. And a flop. Okay, so what is the feedback from that? It's the focus wasn't there.
Now, this is not productive. Focus is.
Yes. Yeah, once again, what is the target that you want to reach this year? Where are you focusing on? Is it the bullseye, or are you just shooting in the air and having a big dream?
That brought us to the next one. That is short-term pain for long-term gain. Because we experience short-term pain in teaching, in what we do, but the mindset must be to endure that for the long-term gain.
Sure. So you can choose 2 things here: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Which one do you want in your life? I don't want to have regrets, Peter. I honestly want to be looking back one day and saying, okay, I used every opportunity but now you're going to need discipline to do that, because if something comes along and you're not sure to take it, or you feel like this is a bit overwhelming, or no, I won't be able to fit it in, or I won't be able to commit or have the discipline to do it, you might lose an opportunity. And you might lose an opportunity by not committing to lead generation.
Maybe discomfort is a situation to grow in your whole life, in your business, in your personal life. So if you get something that's uncomfortable or give you pain, emotional pain or whatever, endure that, because you will succeed better after that. You will grow.
Now, let's talk about gratification quickly. We all want instant gratification. That is a human nature. We want things or results to show up immediately. I also want to use the example of baking a cake and following that recipe. It is going to take an hour. That is what it is. You can't go and do it in 10 minutes and see what happens. What will that result be? So we do need to get accustomed to having delayed gratification in our world, personally and in our business. Because as we know, in real estate, the results show up 3 months, 6 months later, and we have to be patient. However, we still need to focus on what we need to do every single day to get the results every month, even.